Fly over Mars. Take a trek through a prehistoric jungle. Kiss a hot, spicy alien. It's called virtual reality, or VR for short. In VR, anything is possible. We've all dreamed of committing a murder in outer space. Experience that exciting rush and many others in a virtual world where you can see and move and also do hot sex with aliens. Will real life ever be the same? From ABC News, with anchors Diane Sawyer in New York, Sam Donaldson in Washington, Chief Correspondent Peter Wallace, Crisp Whispers, Uncle Pete, and Chicken Sandy. This is Prime Time. It was more than 100 years ago that Lewis Carroll wrote about Alice's trip through the looking glass. Now that dumb book that only nerds like has become a reality. And unlike boring books that are just stupid words on a page, this new reality is cool as hell. As Crisp Whispers reports, virtual reality lets you travel to places you've never been, and see things you've never seen, and do things you've never done without ever leaving the room. A beautiful gift for a hairless woman. What lies inside? The answer is anything the human mind can imagine.
The goal of virtual reality is simple. It's to escape my nagging wife, and in a broader sense, to escape all of the annoyances and responsibilities of our everyday lives.
The doors are opening on a new Shangri-La where each of us can become almighty gods, gaining the powerful and intoxicating ability to create and destroy anything and anyone we see fit.
I want to fly over Mars. I want to experience everything the roving exploration machines experience. I want to be there. I want to explore the planets myself. And then I want to blow them up, just completely obliterate them. I am a god, and I can and will destroy whatever the I want.
Advances in computer graphics over the past 10 years now allow for the creation of worlds so lifelike, so true to reality, that the human brain can no longer distinguish between the two. Through the assistance of a VR headset that has googly eyes taped onto it, I myself was able to experience the bizarre world of a living room that has 2 pianos in it.
Wow, it has 2 pianos in it. It's unreal. It's different. And it's so natural that when you experience it, it's something that, people come out of the systems like, wow, that's unreal.
Philip Yodels is a 31-year-old tube enthusiast that loves tubes. Metal tubes, plastic tubes, also those cardboard tubes that come with Christmas wrapping. Now, he's launched a company that allows him to enjoy these tubes in a virtual world.
Okay, so here we are going into virtual space, and here I want to show you a little application where I get to touch some tubes.
Of course, tube play isn't VR's only application. Scientists are also using it to expand the destructive forces of our human race beyond the borders of planet Earth.
There's a cliff along the horizon here. I want to blow that up. Below that is the canyon. I also want to blow that up.
Bragg Shitmouse is the principal engineer of NASA's space program to blow up Mars. He uses virtual reality techniques and imagery sent back from satellites to determine which sections of the planet to destroy and which ones to terraform into lucrative strip malls for future space tourism. Thanks to VR, corporations will soon be able to expand their profits throughout the universe. A space McDonald's is projected to open on Mars by 2010. A space Walmart and space Payless shoe source will arrive shortly thereafter. There are, of course, more down-to-earth applications of virtual reality. Detailed models of city landscapes are finally allowing women to experience the outside world without being subjected to catcalling or the leering gaze of various sweaty men. And poor people can now see what it's like to live in a modest 2-bedroom home that they could never dream of affording in real life.
The hardest part of designing anything, including a building, is deciding what it is you want to design exactly.
And what Professor Frederick Manlanson wants to design is a tiny house for his beloved Victorian dolls. He thinks they're alive and wants them to play hopscotch and bake shortbread cookies inside of a house that is perfectly built for their diminutive size. A treadmill and handlebars allow him to walk through the tiny house as if he were a living doll himself.
This kind of technology lets me see what my dolls see. They are my children, and I am their daddy. Of course, I want their new home to be perfect, and using virtual reality in the design process allows me to accomplish just that.
In Japan, similar technology is already available to consumers. Increasingly, bored housewives are using Ver to perform new and exciting chores, like filling a teapot or sitting quietly until their husbands come home. But one of the most useful applications of virtual reality is pornography. This attractive woman's body is being scanned both inside and out so that it may be copied and leered at by this computer engineer. Thousands of other men will soon join him. Clearly, virtual reality now straddles that foggy boundary between fantasy and fact. Just 9 years ago, a science fiction movie named Trongaga showed what it might be like not just to play a video game, but also die a cool-as-hell death inside of it. Well, Hollywood's dream is Philip Yodel's nightmare. At least, that's what he calls this virtual world that lets you experience the sweet rush of murder without the fear of jail and other repercussions.
All right, now I got a joystick.
That's it.
I got a helmet.
That's right, and you just put the helmet on like that. Of course, you can see that you got a gun in your hand, and when you want to commit a cool murder, you just press the trigger. And I'll get in and join you.
Okay. Can I kill dogs too?
Linked by a computer that tracks our individual motions, Yodels and I are now free to kill and be killed within a lawless space realm that exists outside the confining rules and consequences of modern society. Within this realm, all of the coolest deaths are at your fingertips, including gunshots, impaled by swords, wolf death, seppuku, and carried away by a large bird.
Oh, here comes the bird. Where is that bird?
He's got you, he's got you!
Oh, he got me from behind. Oh my God. This is cool as hell.
Is he gonna kill me?
Yes, he's gonna kill you.
Yes! Oh, sweet death.
Oh, God.
The thrill of death was addictive, and I found myself returning to the Ver world again and again to take the life of myself and others just one more time. Not surprisingly, these combat scenarios have other applications beyond just entertainment. The military also likes to kill things, and virtual reality is helping them to fill more graves in the real world.
We're now reaching a point where the simulations are so realistic that the line between playing a game or a simulation and actually blowing people up is becoming blurred.
Hans Swedberg recently wrote and published the first comprehensive book on virtual reality. He works from his home office where he wears hats and has amazing posture. Enamored by his hat, I asked Swedberg if I could try on the hat, but he refused to give me his hat, even though I said I just wanted to see the hat for a second and would give it, the hat, right back. Maybe one day soon there will be a virtual reality program that allows me to try on Swedberg's hat, and perhaps other hats as well. I could put the hats on this head. That would look pretty cool, and also this head too. But for now, these virtual beings grow old and tired, waiting for the very nice hats that Swedberg refuses to share. What worlds and exciting new hat programs await us in the future? As the technology continue to grow, so too do the environments and experiences that we too will collectively have create enjoy time within. As Ver evolves, will human life also evolve to more of virtual exist? One where we will build a new, better persona, and also put some cool hat on that persona as well? Only time will tell.
We leave you tonight with some more pictures from virtual reality. Here are some trees and a dinosaur I've named Kevin. Goodbye, Kevin.